Hello, my name is April Morgan, and we will talk about today on student services located on the second floor of disability services offered today. What is disability services? Well, disability services is not something that people think that, well, I have something wrong with me. Disability services actually is something that when you go to your orientation, whether it's fall or spring semester, you will learn that they are here to take care of you. You might not know something maybe is wrong, starting with a little bit of like migraines. They're here to take care of people. They ensure of your access of education as stated, and it's you can give them documentations from any doctor and tell them this is what I have wrong, and they will work with you through anything, even things such as like asthma, that maybe you got in the middle of the school semester. Every faculty member is here for you during your um school semester. Is there any barriers with working with disability services? No. They speak to every student on this campus, on and off campus, meaning our online services that we do here right now, on campus, on foot. They are here for you. You can email them. The application to fill out only takes 10 minutes online. You go to disabilityservices.etsu.edu. How can you access the services? Well, like before, you need to submit a documentation. You can meet with the coordinator. Her name is Mary. You will then receive an accommodation letter. They will go over what accommodation letter means. Then they will share those letters with your professors. If you have 4 to 5 classes, they will share them with all 4 to 5 classes. Each semester, their services will be provided for those classes. Um, Accommodations will also be provided for your needs. Even some things that people do not know is for if you have like a food allergy, they will get you a nutrition on campus, such as most students have meal plans. And in the middle of the year, sometimes people are allergic to dairy products or tree nuts and gluten. ETSU has done a great job this year of putting up signs around the dining hall telling us what foods have gluten in them, what foods have dairy, what just has tree nuts. The main dining hall has something up that says um, one bar does say, gluten and dairy and tree nut allergy. The location of that is actually in the middle of the dining hall, and it shows you that if you have that food allergy, you may go to that section. Disability Services actually offers that service, and they also will set you up for nutrition. So don't be afraid to stop by their services. They will offer that for you. So if you need help and you do not know if you do have an allergy or you just ate something and thinks it's upset your stomach, they will help you with those needs and get you in the right direction so that while you're enjoying your stay with ETSU, you are able to eat whatever you want to because they've set you up with that service. Okay, let's go into the big thing about testing. Testing for any type of students is great, but sometimes we know we need a little bit more testing time. So what the testing time does is for on-campus students, they find a location that you can take your test maybe a little more longer, or things like this where they say, I need somewhere distraction free. Some people use things like these. They call them headphones, but they also need them in the environments aware they cannot hear anything while taking a test. These come in handy not only for students who are listening to music, trying to understand their testing, um, and sometimes the audio reader needs to be read the test, but these come in handy more than we think just for music. The accommodation people will provide you with headphones. They provide you with a uh, also a video recording in classrooms and a recorder, just like these. No, it's not an iPhone. It also has a recording thing. They can record classrooms for you and help you with note-taking assistance, and then it reads you back your notes, and you put on these little headphones, and you can listen to whatever your professor says and understand what's going on in class besides fast note-taking and can't remember in this brain what exactly went on. So it actually assists with our little thing that they call technology and that iPhone that y'all like for this Gen X generation. And also they do flexible attendance. I will jump on that just a little bit. Now the attendance is if something comes up and you have someone that's like passed away, you're grieving, you need to one let your professor knows, but you also have to check in with disability services and say, hey, this is going on. Myself, I went through that a little bit with disability services, and they really worked out for me, but they also sent me over to the counseling services just next door, and they were great. So they this service really helps out um not just if you do or don't have a disability, but they also like you to drop in just to say hello. Privacy and students experience. Okay, anything you go to them about is private. Nobody is going to know your information. They see you for who you are and what you are about, what you got going on. This is not something that they're telling you about your party night, okay? Uh they help you semester by semester. If you've got 8 semesters going on, they're gonna see you every single semester. They are there to help. Um, if you need a tutor, they're going to help you. They're here for the students. I allowed myself a few years ago to go there. I had a really big issue of really figuring out like, do I need to talk about it or do I not need to talk about it and keep going on and brush it off like a young person. And I learned a long time ago that yes, if there's someone there that wants to help, you let them help. And we have to learn that as students. We got to learn that we need to allow people to help us, no matter what. So, you want to actually do this for yourself as focusing, as I've said, on your learning, and you are independent. So, when you go to somewhere like these services and, you know, take advantage of it, see who wants to help you. And as we conclude, why does it matter? Well, for them, even if you drop by, they've got cool stuff for us. You saw them in orientation in October if you came in the fall, and they've been also in the spring they gave out things too. If you drop by and just say hi, want to know about your services, they have these really good like rubber bands that put on your arms, and they teach you how to make buttons. Which recently I did that. It was a lot of fun doing that. I find it be stress free. You get on these computers and you just click around and make you a pretty button and put it on your lanyards where you got your uh, banner cards. The little Go Link study IDs or whatever. Like you can make buttons and put them all on the lanyards, and they don't matter how many you make. This could be great for someone who's looking for your better work study job, just so you can get to know what the services do, and maybe that you might go into this field of study if you're in a undecided role. You can be that person who impacts in the services at ETSU. So, why I like to tell you this as your student here is that you are supporting. Uh, not only academic success, but you're removing the barriers to learning. You get to be a face for this ETSU, and this encourages opportunity. Anytime someone new comes around, be a friend and know that you matter. Everybody matters here, and what you go and do and say hi. I mean, this is a great opportunity. Um, I hope that you enjoyed this slideshow about why we matter, and I thank you, and you guys have a wonderful afternoon.